call them birds. I call them stickers. Yeah, they just don't get off. How are we going to touch it? I'll be sorry. It'll just come off in the water. Maybe. So you say like right? Yep, we're gonna go right out there.
I guess I have been going through, my walk with Jesus has been like since I was a little girl. And there's been a moment, so I've been baptized since I was a baby, and then where I wasn't, you know, conscious of what was happening at all. Like the only evidence of it is like a video, or I mean a picture. And then I got rebaptized as like when I was 9 years old, and I accepted Jesus as my savior. I didn't really like fully understand everything, but I kind of just was like, yes, like I need a savior. And I need, you know, Jesus. And so that's all that I understood. But then somewhere along my journey, I kind of fell away from that path. Like I kind of didn't really feel the need for a savior anymore. And now I've just been like, I kind of went on a journey of like, well, the fight journey.
125 pounds for Thug Rose Namajunas.
Yeah, but I think like a lot of those lessons, I think I was exposed to so much that in a way it could have been really bad for me, but I feel like it also kind of scared me straight in a way to where, I mean, there's definitely lots of exposure to things that definitely did some damage, but I think as far as like, I knew how dangerous everything was too, so it was, I don't know, it's just kind of like a lot going on. I guess from a spiritual standpoint, it really pushed me to like rely on God, and it built my faith because yeah, I think that's what drew me to God originally, like early on, because I didn't really have a father in my life, or at least a good father figure. So that was my father.
That's good. It happens, yeah. Sometimes you ain't gonna be always in shape, right? You gotta be ready whenever. What happened? Oh. He's stupid. Nabas babu. Kak? Yeah. Lakwe. Push magic. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna take Rose first. Saturday, you stay. And let Rose off the bus first, please. Let me get behind these cameras because I don't want to be in your shot. Yep. All right, let's go.
Sure, what is it, orange? I don't know. I think we're red bills. And this is I had to be like less than a red belt because I don't think I had I think I was just starting out right here actually, now I'm thinking about it. But this was when I, you know, did Taekwondo, and that's how I got my start in martial arts. So Yeah, it was just a little place chose on in Milwaukee. Yeah, chose Taekwondo. And yeah, they it's off of like Lisbon or whatever. You know, it's a nice little place. They have like little chains, you know, a bunch of dojos everywhere. But I actually ended up going back and visiting them like after, like pretty recently when we were filming the documentary and stuff. And yeah, it was cool to like kind of reconnect.
I mean, yes, when she burns, I came, she was 6 months. By baptism, this moment. Every year coming and living for 3 months in Lithuania, 15 years.
Yeah, and this is the other picture she gave me. This is my other grandma, but she was here a little bit before she got here. But that was, yeah, that's the other grandma. We're doing a little wrestling match. But yeah, so good times.
1 year she came.
I would say like a big lesson that I learned early on was not doing things for like instant gratification, like discovering, like doing things with like everything that you do it with like the right intentions, not like, oh, what am I gonna get out of this like initially, or oh, if I'm not getting paid for that, I ain't doing it, or what, I don't know, whatever what it is. Like especially as a kid though, it's like it's hard to, I feel like, you know, especially being young, it's like you think to yourself like it's just way less patience that you have as a kid. So, but I think that was really taught to me early on, was like no matter how, like as long as I'm like working hard and I'm, you know, doing something that I want to be doing and like give it my all, and try to just like be a good example like to those around me, it's gonna benefit me in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not the way that I would expect it, but later down on the road it's gonna manifest into something that's like, yeah, just unexpected. And then it seems like, oh, you know, just kind of lucky opportunities come your way, but it's like, no, it's like every day just kind of working hard towards something. It's gonna pay off in some way, shape, or form.
Pressure. Higher. Not pressure yet.
So what? No. That's barely.
Yeah.
That's time?
Dude, beautiful job.
Get my ass back shape.
Dude, that's a good way to do it.
I at least got to my knees, but yeah, the seatbelt on me. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. It was hard to get my. I feel like, you know, just okay, just keep moving. Yeah.
Good, out the way. Short hook. Short right hand, stick it. Without going away. Stick it right here, because you're doing this for the inside look for this one. Touch. Stick it right here. Oh. Just one. Touch. Hands up while you do it. You don't have to take my whole fucking leg off right now. Yeah, man. Just stick it in. And you can have the kick already. We don't need to find out. You know? Boom, bam. Hey, side of the kick. Boom, hey. The reflexes, like as long as you, you don't know which one. Boom! Like, and then she's going to throw shit at you, but just because she's throwing shit at you don't mean nothing. You know, just because she's firing punches and kicks in, keep doing that. Because you're not gonna do it. Eventually, you're gonna stop and start thinking. As soon as you start thinking, now you start playing again. You know, all your movement is gonna get her to bite on everything. It looks like you're coming at me and I have an open shot. Nothing was there. Oh, fuck, you didn't come. Side kick, you touching air. Maybe you let a side kick fucking get you in the form. She goes, under that again. Just that. She goes, oh shit, one finally landed. Okay, a little bit more confidence in side kick. So the next one's gonna be a little lazier. That's all it takes is that 1% lazier to, that's what you're waiting for. That's what you're making happen. Yep, this is the moment. That's it, bam, down on your back. On her back. Down, rotate, punch twice, move this way, that one hook goes in for sure every time, we'll pull it the other way. It's only a matter of time, motherfucker, you did. She was running the fucking hill so good, we had to figure out something else, so we decided, fuck it, ride the bike up the hill in the grass. That's too much of a workout. No Man, so we brought so many people here to run the hill, and when you're doing 8 of them, you can see people from up here trying to find different routes. They go left to try to go right, and then you just do it on the sidewalk, right? But it's worse, because on the sidewalk's nothing slowing you down. Set, go!
Stonefish. You heard of milkfish? Oh my It was, yeah. I didn't really have like much opportunity to be just a normal child, I guess. Like there wasn't much time to all I wanted to do was just play outside and have fun, you know. And there was definitely lots of doing that, but as far as but in the back of my mind, I knew I had to grow up very fast, and I knew early on I had to figure something out, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make some money so I can be on my own, you know.
Keep it close to your heart. All of the pressure's gonna drive you crazy. Close your eyes to the madness. In the morning, it's all gonna vanish. Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars.
Good. All three. Good. Spread out. Find some space.
Whoa. Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic gotta say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand, ayy. We on overtime, you don't need to understand, ayy. You just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play the same.
Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing. Cause it can get dangerous. Cause it can get dangerous. Cause it can get
Amelia, but I call her Babu. Yeah, or Babita. Her presence means, gosh, well, it's really a tie to like, she's obviously the tie to the past, like to my roots. She's like she really, I would give her all the credit for that, and that's like, she always says that that's like her one, you know, like her life gift that she's given us, like just to pass that down. But as far as like, you know, who I am or where I come from, you know, being so far away from there, like I can tap into that just being around her, hearing the language, like her mannerisms, like the things she does, you know, so and the stories, you know.
Five, 6,
Guys, come on, let's go.
7, come on.
Come on.
8,
Nice.
9,
One more.
10, come on, come on, come on.
That was good.
Bang, bang, center. Oh, no, yeah.
You want me to roll?
No, then you have to roll this. Move, yeah. Hang. That's good. Because she will come. So sometimes she goes like this.
Yeah.
You only have to step around. And otherwise, normally you do an inside low kick. It's hard.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, normally it's like boom, boom, boom. And then the inside low kick and then step away.
Yeah.
And then step away like this. Then we can do that. Boom, 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 boom. And then, yeah.
Definitely, like the common thing is like, why am I doing this? You know, and always like knowing the answer, but always revisiting it and making sure that my intentions are pure, you know, because it can be very easy to like lie to yourself as to like why I'm doing something, you know. And it always kind of comes down to like education. I always feel like you learn stuff from a fight. Obviously money's involved, like you know, so that like I am a prize fighter, so like obviously money's a factor, but as far as like, but it's not the sole factor. And if it's not primary, then yeah, I'm definitely messing up. I definitely should not have this fight then. That's my whole purpose. But yeah, I mean, primary is like I'm trying to answer some type of question that I have, you know, and usually it has something to do with the opponent. Sometimes it just has to do with where I'm at in my life, but yeah, it's usually trying to answer some type of question you got. I'm not like trying to correlate every single action that I make into how much does this equate to dollar signs, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, I know as long as I have pure intentions and as long as I'm showing up and working hard and trying to like better myself, that my bills are going to be paid, you know what I mean? Like, and whatever God wants me to have and allows me to have and knows I'm ready for, he's going to let me have that, you know? But I used to like bang my head against the wall because I'm like, you know, like, because especially coming up, like, you just think like, especially like looking at other fighters and having these perceptions as you're coming up and thinking like it's something else, and or comparing apples to oranges, and you have these expectations, and then it's like you realize like, yeah, definitely those things take time, and then you don't even realize like, dang, I'm actually like the actual I've learned that like the actual number of like money is just, it really depends on, I don't know, like one number might seem like a lot and another number might seem like not like this, I don't know, nothing at all, but it's just all kind of perspective, you know.
She's the one. Like, obviously Rafa, he's great. And he's still learning.
Two division champion was kind of like far on my goal list, like way in the back part. But now I'm at the age where it's like, I think I've hit like, yeah, just like everything physically, mentally, maturity wise. I think it's just the perfect time to do it. I fought everybody at strawweight, so I think it's just a perfect time, you know. My original style developed watching Pat fight heavyweights that's taller than him, bigger than him and stuff, so I've always kind of adopted that style. Over time, I've learned how to use my range better and like keep shorter fighters at bay, but it's always been kind of a challenge for me.
Wow. May I ask how much?
As long as you're not pissing them off, you know, like it's really like I don't know, calming, like meditative. But sometimes, like when you're doing the hive checks, you know, you could like, they can get irritated at some point, you know, so you'd like, but eventually, like there's each box, I don't know how many frames there are in each box, but you know, when the beekeeper, she comes and she like looks at all of them. Like she wants to check for a few things. Like if she can see the queen, she wants to make sure, she comes like every 10 to 15 days to make sure that they're not trying to make a new queen before we're ready for that. Because then that could be a sign that something's wrong and they're trying to like split and leave or something like that. She checks to see if they're making new bees, they're laying eggs, or the queen's laying eggs, if they're and then if they're making honey, you know, nectar and all that stuff, and seeing how their food production is. So when you're doing those hive checks, it's like really, I don't know, it's just super cool because you could just see like a whole world in there, you know. And yeah, it's amazing. But you know, it definitely like makes you stay calm. Because yeah. With my family that like knows the mushrooms there, just like we forage like a whole bucket of mushrooms, and man, that was the best meal ever. I can't imagine being, you know, in my early 20s, like with like, you know, a kid and then like a little baby, and then like when I got, you know, and then when they got here, they had me like right after, but going to another country, not speaking the language, a little bit, you know, but really just uprooting everything. And ooh, man, I can't imagine like what it actually had to be like, but I know it definitely was not easy. And I know like my mom, now that I have my grandma with me and I can like actually speak Lithuanian a little bit better, like she tells me more stories and things that are being revealed to me that it's like, wow, there's just so much, you know. But, and it's, you know, I don't need to know it all, but like I kind of just feel it. But yeah, I know that my mom, as much as it was really hard, it was also very like equally as, I don't know, let's say like heartwarming to feel like welcoming like arms into like, you know, being a refugee in America. Like we had really good sponsors in Milwaukee. This lady named Pat, who she took us in and like really helped us, and my mom actually, it was like through the church, and she got her first job there. Well, actually she started as like a nurse's aide, but then she switched over to playing for the church and stuff, playing piano, you know. So I think it was really difficult in the sense of just my dad. I think he had gone through a lot of trauma in Lithuania, like just being arrested by the Soviet Union and put through like a psych ward or whatever, and they kind of just like messed him up through there because he didn't want to serve in the Soviet Union army, so they, you know, like did God knows what. But and so he never really like recovered from that. But when he came here, it was just a lot of change, and I think that was just kind of like too much, you know, for him. So so he just couldn't, it just wasn't good for him to be in our lives at the time. But you know, yeah, so that was probably the hardest part, you know. It was just like my mom trying to figure out how to raise us. An idea that I had before one of my, like, usually before I make a big like fight decision or getting ready to, not even a decision, but just like, well, it is kind of a decision even before you actually like, or after you verbally agree to the fight. There's like multiple decisions that you make even after the contract's signed to like go for it and like actually give into the whole process. And like, so before that whole thing happens, a lot of the times I will go for a hike or something to work out my thought processes and stuff. Walk upside down on these, on your hands.
Actually.
I think we're all in a journey, you know. I think that there's a lot of self-discovery when you go up a mountain. I think each like fight, let's say, like each goal that it's just a goal we set for ourselves, but along the way we learn something. Like we think that the goal is like this, like the top of the mountain is what we're going for, but it's really just to get out and like explore and, you know, learn some things and challenge yourself, blah blah blah, you know, all the cliche stuff that people say. But it's like the same thing with a fight. I think a lot of times we, like, you know, it's hard to remember sometimes, like, why do we do this, like, you know. But a lot of the times we have like questions that we want answered, or yeah, it's usually like certain questions we want answered that either about ourselves, it's usually about yourself, or just in life in general. And then the fight is like the top or the peak, or the summit, but you realize that once you get to the summit, you're like, but that whole journey along the way, if you can enjoy like each moment along the actual trail, instead of just like, all right, we're moving and we're not taking a second to enjoy the moments, then you're just like kind of just being robotically walking up a mountain, you know what I mean? Like missing so many cool moments. And you're still gonna probably miss moments just because you're human and we want to just get to the top.
It's going on. I leaned on a branch. The branch broke. And the branch broke, and then the other piece came fly, hit me in the eye. So.
Ooh, oh shit, you just made my heart jump. Oh my god.
That'd be cool if you do, like, if you know you wasn't gonna fall.
Hey, Roscoe. Hey, where's Pishka? She like to fucking be a mountain goat. Pishka?
Oh, shit. This is crazy, man. You see that?
You see where we parked?
Dude, I just like, yeah. Just because he gave me that visual of like jump, like flying and shit, I'm like, oh my god. Wait. Believing in more long-term goals, especially because I knew that like me just growing up in the situation that I was in, I knew unless if I ran away from home, I was gonna be pretty much legally stuck there until I was 18. So I'm like, all right, let me figure this out. It's like a long-term kind of a journey.
I'm gonna rush you with my left hand. Pop, right? And as I hit you with this left hand, boom, bang, bang.
Ooh, yeah. I'm good. Yeah. I hit my hand up.
Now straight left, boom, and now right hook. Right as you step with that foot, right hook, and take my back. Boom, behind it. Yeah.
Step wrong way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's right there. Bop, bop, bop.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
when you run, bang, boom, and then douche.
Trip on it. I can't just throw whatever kick I want. I have to be very selective about how I throw it, where I'm throwing it, how, you know. Whereas in the octagon, it's like you can kind of feel, you can get comfortable in that setting, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. It was nice to come out and be in nature and actually throw some punches. And if I can use my resources that are available to me in this like moment to take that time to discover like what it is that I really love to do or what it is that I want to do, then I'm gonna be that much better off later. Whereas like I just see and I watch so many other people also waste a bunch of talent or just resources and things like that. And yeah, especially growing up where I grew up, there's so many talented people, but just, yeah, threw it all away. And so I was just really determined to not do that. Because, yeah, I just sort of internally knew, like, yeah, it wouldn't be good otherwise. I didn't want to depend on anybody else. I had a really strong sense of, like, wanting freedom, wanting, like, independence. And I don't know if that has to do with, like, my dad just wanting to come to the States, you know, before he got like sick and just couldn't be in our lives, but like he really had that American dream like to the fullest, like, no, we're going to America, like. And actually, it's funny, he always thought that my brother is going to be like some sort of rock star or something. He didn't really, and he was like, you know, 2 years old or whatever at the time. So he knew a little bit more of my brother more than myself. But like, it's funny that I ended up being turned out to be sort of the celebrity in the family. I'm not saying no, he isn't no rock star, but. Your turn. Oh yeah, me likes the song. You know. Yeah, that's kind of interesting, but yeah, so maybe just that internal, like, really desire, like the passion and desire for freedom was sort of just like kind of passed down to me even before I was here, you know. Lots of spiritual activity in the fight world, you know, and I got to witness lots of like heavy things and dark things, and it kind of like brought me back to like, it reminded me that I do need a savior. And so along that journey is kind of like a lot of stuff has been changing over a long course of like many years. I would say since like 2016 is when I had a moment of like like getting on my knees and just like asking God to like save me. And since that moment, he's been working on me, and I'm at a point in my life right now where it's like, oh, this is like, I can't go back. Like, this is it. So I gotta like I want to rededicate everything, and kind of in my second, so the infant baptism was like cool and stuff, but like I feel like that was more of a blessing. But when I was younger, my second baptism, when I could kind of comprehend what was going on, there was still some like it didn't feel very, like, it wasn't 100% pure because of like who was baptizing me. And so I wanted to just like kind of yeah, like just have the right person to baptize me, and I found it. And actually I've been praying for it, like to find somebody to baptize me that I could relate with. And you know, I met Kayla, you know, in a very, you know, kind of peculiar circumstances in this world of social media, but it's just kind of cool because we vibe together very well, and here we are. Yeah. Rascal, you let me baptize you here. Come here, Rascal. I mean, you just gotta get like the little purple stuff off, but
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second.
Wow. Well, pomidor, tomato. I preparing and cucumber to this leaf. Wow, so good tomato. Oh, yay, red.
One of the first, like, I don't know if it, and I think Michael Bisbee walked up to me and was like, I think he said like first 2 minutes.
Yeah, but he said it right away. He said
yeah,
first round.
Yeah, and I think she was coming this way, and like I think I went like here, but like I don't know if it caught on her hand or something, but something weird happened to where boom, and then I backed up and I was like, I don't feel right.
You know the crazy part too is I think when you hit her, whatever you hit her, the headbutt or whatever, I think the braids help that happen.
Yeah, because it's all tight.
So tight right there, and you hit her right on that spot.
Yeah. Man, it was great. It really helped me deal with like the trauma that I was experiencing in my neighborhood, but at home as well. So yeah, like honestly, it saved my life, you know, and just in many different ways.
So, do you still use Taekwondo kicks and punches like in MMA as well?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the kick that I hit Wayley with was a Taekwondo kick. Yeah. But yeah, it comes out for sure. Yeah.
So you shaped your head to focus on the fight since 2015. So saying that it's not a beauty contest, it's a fight. So will you grow your hair again if you retire from MMA one day, or is it just too comfortable as it is?
Yeah, I'll probably grow my hair back at some point, and then we'll see if I cut it off again. I don't know.